Good morning, friends. In the first session of time, speed and distance, we understood how to use the concept of distance is equal to speed into time, as well as we try to understand the concept of average speed. Now in today's session number 2, we try to understand the concept of relative speed. This is a very important topic because further all other aspects in time, speed and distance are based on this concept of relative speed. When we consider this topic, it means we have two conditions here. The first case is when there are two persons or when there are two objects and both are moving towards each other. The first case is there are two objects and both are moving towards each other, or we can say they are moving in opposite direction, right? For example, we can start with an example. Suppose there are two persons, one is A and one is B. It is given that there are two persons, one is A and one is B. A is going towards B with a speed of 20 km per hour. B is going towards A with a speed of 15 km per hour. There are two persons A and B. A is going towards B and B is going towards A. And the distance between these two persons is equal to 140 kilometers. The distance between these two persons is 140 kilometers. Now the first statement is, after how much time both will meet? First statement is, after how much time both persons will meet. Now when we look at this question, in 1 hour how much distance A will travel? 20. In 1 hour how much distance B will travel? 15. It means we can say effectively the distance between these two persons is decreased by 35 km per hour, is decreased by 35 km in 1 hour. What we can say, in 1 hour the distance between these two persons decreases by 35 km. If both persons wants to meet, it means the distance have to be decreased by 140 kilometers, right? What we can say, in 1 hour the distance decreases by 35 km, and for making these two persons to meet we have to decrease the distance by 140. Hence we can say after how much time they will meet, 140 by 35, answer is equal to 4 hours. Now this 35 km per hour is taken as the relative speed. That 35 km per hour is taken as relative speed. What do you mean by this? When two persons move in opposite direction, we take the relative speed as A plus B. Suppose speed of the first person is A and speed of the second person is B, and we have to take the relative speed to be made as A plus B km per hour in the case when they move towards each other or when their direction is opposite. The second question is, they met at a point C. They met at a point C. You have to find the distance of AC, right? We know that they meet after 4 hours and A started from this point with a speed of 20. It means AC is equal to 80, 20 into 4. You can say the distance from A to C is 80 km. That's your answer. Or you have to find the distance from B to C. Your answer is equal to 60 km. Now in the same statement, if I just change, suppose there are two persons A and B. The distance between them is 140 km. Speed of A is 20 km per hour and speed of B is 15 km per hour. The question states they are moving towards each other and they met at a point C. Then A would be at this point and B came at this point. They again started to come back, right? We have to find out after how much time they will meet for second time. They meet for second time, because first first time we can answer it very easily. Now the question is we have to find out after how much time they will meet for second time. Means first they met at this point, A would be at this point, B will be here, then they started to come back and they met at some other point. So we have to find out after how much time they met for the second time. Now when I look at this question, we try to understand this statement by this way. For meeting for first time, they had travelled collectively 140. A would be at this point, B would be at this point, they have collectively travelled 140. Then A will come at this point and he started to come back. B will be at this point and he started to come back. They met at a particular point. It means when they met for second time, total distance travelled by these two persons collectively is 140 into 3. Right? But we can say 140 into 3, it is the total distance and the relative speed is 35 for your answer is equal to 12 hours. So we can say when they meet for the second time, they will take 12 hours to meet for the second time. Try to understand it again what I have done. The distance was 140. For meeting first time, they have travelled one length complete. Then A will be at this point, B will come here, and again they started to come back. For meeting for the second time, they have to travel the distance at a length of 3 times. Means one length, second length, and third length. So we can say our answer is said to be 140 into 3 upon 35. Answer is 12 hours, right? Or what we can say, suppose I have to find them for the third time or fourth time or fifth time. In all these type of questions, first we find how much time they will take to meet for the first time. In this question, your answer is 4 hours. When you have to find for the second time, so your answer would be 4 plus 4 into 2. If you have to find it for the third time, your answer would be 4, that's same, plus 4 into 4. If you have to find it for the fourth time, the starting one 4 is same and make it as 4 into 6. So we can say 4 hours, that would be 12 hours, this would be 20 hours, or this would be 28 hours, that becomes your answer. I hope the concept is clear. With this concept we can find out after how much time they will meet for the second time, third time, fourth time, and our answer is there. One more statement for better understanding. We have two questions, they are very important questions. Suppose there are two stations A and B. A train starts from station A at 6 o'clock in the morning and it reaches at station B at 12 o'clock. A train starts from station A at 6 o'clock in the morning, it reaches station B at 12 o'clock. At 6 o'clock in the morning, a train starts from station B and reaches at station A at 11 o'clock. Means there are two stations A and B. From station A train starts at 6, B at 12 o'clock, and from station B, a train starts 6 o'clock in the morning and reaches at station A at 11 o'clock. Question is, we have to find out at what time both trains will meet. At what time both trains will meet. This is our statement. We have to find the timing at which the both trains will meet, and nothing is given to you. Neither speed is given, nor any distance is given. Only the time taken by the trains is given to you. Now when we start to answer this question, what we can say, we have two approaches in these type of questions. First I will go with the traditional approach. Then I will start to solve with some smart work. The traditional approach says, let us assume that the distance between A and B is x kilometer. The first train takes 6 hours and train from B takes 5 hours. Here I can say speed of A would be x by 6 km per hour and speed of B would be x by 5 km per hour. I think that you can easily say, what I have done, I have taken this to be x and time taken taken by this is 6 and this is 5, so I can say speed of this train is x by 6, speed of this train is x by 5. Now both are moving in opposite direction. It means we can apply the concept of relative speed. This is total distance upon relative speed, x by 6 plus x by 5. Here x will be cancelled out, LCM would be 30, so I can say this would be 30 upon 11 hours, means 8 upon 11 hours, or I can say 2 hours is complete, and we convert this 8 upon 11 into minutes, so I can say 8 upon 11 into 60, this is 480 upon 11, 11 will go on 4, 44, 40, it will go on 3. Approximately we can say they met after 2 hours and 43 minutes, it means their meeting time is 8:43 approximately. That becomes your answer. Pay attention here what we have done. The question is very simple. We have just taken that the distance to be x, and this is 6 hours, this is 5 hours. What I have done, x by 6, x by 5, and this x is the total distance divided by relative speed, x by 6 plus x by 5. Just solve it and you find your answer. Right? If we want to save our calculations instead of x, in place of assuming x, we can assume that total distance to be the LCM of that time. 6 and 5 LCM is 30. So I can assume total distance to be 30. Don't take it x because we know that x will be cancelled out. So I can assume that total distance to be 30. Now A takes 6 hours. It means speed of A becomes 5 km per hour, 30 by 6. Speed of B becomes 6 km per hour. Right? Now the question is very simple. The distance between two stations is 30 and the person who starts from A, his speed is 5, and who starts from B, his speed is 6. We have to find out after how much time they will meet. The answer would be 30 upon 11 hours. Now it becomes the same question. 8 upon 11 I can say they met at 8:43. Means what we can do, instead of assuming it to be x, generally we take it as a number which is a multiple of both. Like it is a multiple of 6 and 5. I have assumed this to be 30 and that 6 hours and that 5 hours, so I can say speed of A will be 5 km per hour and speed of B is 6 km per hour. Now I can answer my statement. I hope the concept is clear. Now one more problem is there in this. This question is also asked for a number of times. What this question talks about, suppose there are two stations A and B. From station A train starts in the morning 6 o'clock and it reaches at station B at 11 o'clock. From station A train starts in the morning 6 o'clock and it reaches at station B 11 o'clock. Similarly, from station B, a train starts in the morning 7 o'clock and it reaches at the station A at 12 o'clock. Right? Now the question is, at what time both trains will meet? At what time both trains will meet? Now first of all, there is a need to understand what is the difference in the earlier question and this statement. The difference between these two questions is simple. Their starting time. In the last statement, they started at 6 o'clock, first train, and the second also started at 6 o'clock. But here, the first train is starting at 6 o'clock and second train is starting at 7 o'clock. Right? So what we can say, the first step is very simple. We just try to plot it here. A and B, two stations. The first train takes how many hours? 5 hours. Right? And the second train takes, who is going from A to B, 5 hours, and B to A, 5 hours. That is by chance. It may also be 4 hours, 3 hours. It depends on the station, right? Now what is our first step? We take the LCM of the time taken, that is 5. We have assumed that the distance between the stations is 5 km, right? Now Similarly, speed of B is also 1 kilometer per hour because the distance is 5 and their time taken is 5 and 5. So I can say 1 kilometer per hour. Now this train starts at 6 and this train starts at 7. So first of all, we have to make the timing to be same. For making the timing to be same, I will move this train up to 7 o'clock. It means in 1 hour, how much distance it travels? 1 kilometer. Means what I can say, at 7 o'clock, here it is 7, here it is 7. The distance between these two trains would be 4 kilometers now. Means at 6 o'clock the distance was 5. At 7 o'clock the distance is 4. Now the relative speed of this train is 1. This train is also 1. We have to find the time from 7. The distance is 4 upon relative speed 2. 2 hours means after 7 o'clock the train takes 2 hours to meet. What we can say, at 9 o'clock both trains will meet. That becomes the answer. What we have done, before applying the concept of the relative speed, first there is a need to make their moving timing to be same. This train starts at 6 o'clock, this at 7 o'clock, right? What we make, first we make this train to be at 7 o'clock. Means at 7 o'clock, how much it traveled? It traveled 1. It means, now how much is left? 4. What we can say here now, this distance is 4. Speed is 1. Speed is 1. So I can say 4 by 2. They take 2 hours. 7 plus 2, answer is equal to 9 hours. At 9 o'clock, both trains will meet. In the same question, if I make some changing, in place of 7, this train starts at 8 o'clock. If I make some change, in place of 7, this train starts at 8 o'clock. Now, two stations A and B, it takes 5 hours and it takes 4 hours, right? So we have assumed the distance to be 20 km per hour. We have assumed the distance to be 20. Speed of A is 4 km per hour. Speed of B is 5 km per hour. That we do. Now this train starts at 8 o'clock. Means first of all we have to move this train for 2 hours because it starts at 6 o'clock in the morning. That means for 2 hours it will move. In 1 hour it travels at a speed of 4. In 2 hours it travels at a speed of 4 into 2, 8. So I can say in 2 hours it travelled 8. Right? So now the timing is 8 o'clock. And the effective distance between the two stations is 12. Speed of this train is 4, this train is 5. So we can say the relative speed would be 9. How much time now they will take? 12 upon 9, that is 4 by 3 hours, or I can say 1 hour and 20 minutes. Because I make it as 1 by 3, so 1 hour is complete and 1 by 3 hour is taken as 20 minutes. So we can say they take now 1 hour and 20 minutes from 8 o'clock. It means their meeting time is 9:20. That becomes your answer. Pay attention here. It is very important in these type of questions. You have to assume the distance. Then based on the distance, you try to find their speeds, right? After finding their speeds, you can apply this concept and your answer will be there. So this is our first part in this, the concept of relative speed. This is when the persons move in the opposite direction or they move towards each other. We have these 3 to 4 type of questions in this that are generally asked in exams. Now we take the second part of this, when persons move in the same direction. Right? When persons move in the same direction or they going against each other. Right? When the persons move in the same direction. Suppose, before understanding this, we'll take an example. Suppose there are two persons A and B, both are standing at a point. Both are standing at a point. It is given that speed of A is 20 km per hour and speed of B is 15 km per hour. Right? Now they started to move. In 1 hour, how much A travelled? 20. How much B travelled? 15. say in 1 hour the distance between these two persons becomes equal to 5 kilometers. When we take this question, it is given that in 1 hour A travels 20 and B travels 15. It means the distance between these two persons would be 5, right? Now in 1 hour if the distance between these two persons is 5, it means in 2 hours it would be 10, in 3 hours it would be 15, in 4 hours it would be 20, right? So what do we do? In the case of relative speed when person moves in the same direction, so we take their relative speed as A minus B kilometer per hour. Means when we have taken in opposite direction, we have taken it as A plus B kilometer per hour. When we take it in same direction, in that case, we take it as A minus B kilometer per hour. How we have understood this? This is the effective distance between these two persons. Means in 1 hour it travels 20, it travels 15, the distance would be 5. In 2 hours A will travel 40 and B will travel 30. So we can say the distance between A and B will be 10 kilometer. Means their distance increasing after more and more time. Now we have an important question on this topic. This is the question of thief and police. Suppose it is given that a thief escaped from a jail at a speed of 20 km per hour. There was a thief and he escaped from a jail at a speed of 20 km per hour. After 2 hours, police came to know. After 2 hours, police came to know, and police started to chase the thief with a speed of 25 km per hour. Means from the jail, a thief escaped with a speed of 20. After 2 hours, police has come to know, and police started to chase the thief with a speed of 25 km per hour. Now the question is, after how much time police will catch the thief? Now there are two types of questions can be asked. The first one is, after how much time police will catch the thief? Second one is, at what distance from the jail the thief would be caught? At what distance from jail thief will be caught? That's our second statement. Now when I look at this question, thief started at a speed of 20. After 2 hours, police come to know. It means in 2 hours, how much distance thief had traveled? 40 km. In 2 hours, how much distance thief has traveled? 40. Now police started to chase the thief. Speed of police is 25. Speed of thief is 20. Both are going in same direction. It means in 1 hour. It means in 1 hour I can say the relative speed is 5. Or what does it mean? In 1 hour, thief will go 20, police will go 25. It means the distance between police and thief decreases by 5 km in 1 hour. Right? It means for catching the thief, the distance has to be decreased by 40. So how much time it will take? 40 upon 5, answer is equal to 8 hours. So we can say the thief will be caught after 8 hours by the police. Understand it again what I have done. I can say that the speed of the police is 25 and the speed of the thief is 20. In 1 hour, police travels 5 km more than thief. Means if thief travels 20, police travel 25, I can say police travel 5 km more than thief. Or else I can say if police has to catch the thief, it means police has to catch 40 km more than the thief. It means the time taken is 40 upon 5. Our answer is equal to 8 hours. And the second question is, at what distance from the jail the thief will be caught? I can say the speed of the police is 25 and the speed of the thief is 8. Speed of the police is 25 and he is caught by the police after 8 hours. It means at what distance from the jail he would be caught? 25 into 8, your answer is equal to 200 kilometers. That becomes the answer. our second type of problems in the topic of the relative speed, in which we make it as a minus b kilometer per hour, that is the relative speed. Based on this, we can answer our statement.